Hello again and welcome back for the 14th time to the FAB SLAV Sevens Roller Derby Tournament, coming at you live from Warsaw in Poland to the WFTDA stream. Coming up next we have the Vratislavia Madchix facing off against the Gdańsk Chrome Silence. Madchix playing again in red, Chrome Sirens again playing in light blue. Both teams have had very tough games today, and they will be very tired. This is their fourth game, and they'll be playing off for 7th place as we enter the last few games of today. For those of you joining us late today in the stream, we are playing a tournament with 10 teams in the sevens format. That's 21-minute games, single period. Each team has a roster of just 7 skaters. We have a total of 17 matches today, of which this is the 14th, like I said, playing off for 7th place. We are running a little bit late here in the hall, as tends to be the case in most derby events, but not too far behind. Hopefully play will resume shortly. Apparently the Chrome Sirens this spring are going to visit Copenhagen for the Ladybugs event. And they're also looking forward to May for the 2nd edition of the May Day short track tournament. Hopefully they'll do well. They are one of the youngest teams here today, with last autumn arranging their first scrimmage. That's fall for those of you in the other part of the English-speaking world. Both teams, of course, hailing from Poland. The Chrome Sirens hailing from Gdańsk, and the Vratislavia Madchix hailing from Breslau. While I have some time, I will once again mention our sponsors. First of which being the Kubota brand flip-flops, because there is nothing more Slav than Kubota flip-flops. Part of why they've been invited here to cooperate. They've become something of a co-organizer of the event and have helped funded prizes for the winning team. Our other sponsor is Power Slide, and their products will be found among the 2nd and 3rd place prize today. If you would like to vote for the MVPs of today's events, you're not too late. Somewhere on the Facebook event, you should be able to find a link for MVP voting. You'll be able to vote for the most valuable player for the whole tournament, and the voting lasts until 7:30 p.m. I'd like to say thank you again to the Moto Medic Foundation, the Motorcycle Medical Rescue in Warsaw. They are our medics today. Their diligence helps to ensure that all of our skaters remain in good shape, good health. Apparently have a few minutes to wait. We have been delayed by approximately 4 minutes. Anyway, back to the Moto Medical Foundation. Essentially, they are a team of paramedics who operate on a motorbike. Essentially, they combine their passion for riding a motorcycle and the willingness to help other people, and they use their spare time and the people who have gathered around this idea, who, despite their differences between them, have a love of their own independence. They're a well-integrated team. They're all very different ages, different passions, different temperaments. They value their loyalty and responsibility to other people, and they share the need to help others. They're interested broadly in first aid and understanding rescue. They aim to improve themselves every day. They respond to emerging needs, face challenges, new ambitious goals are their priorities, but most importantly, they take care of professional employees so they can take care of us, which is what they've been doing for us here all day on the track. Taking care of our downed skaters. I'd also like to say thank you to the manufacturer video stream team who is providing you with today's coverage. Without their equipment and support, there would be no stream today, so thank you to them. And of course, most importantly of all, I would like to thank all the officials, volunteers, photographers, our medics again, the streamers and the announcers for making this tournament happen. Without a vast number of supporting staff, an event of this size cannot happen. And also thanks to the organisers, and thanks also to the skaters for being here, because without skaters you have no tournament. Looks like our teams are ready to take to the track. We shall be resuming our game shortly. Slightly delayed. I think we're about 10 minutes behind schedule at the moment. It's nothing too bad, as I'm sure most people who've attended live derby events will attest. To remind you, you will be watching the Vratislavia Madchix. They are playing in red, and they are playing against the Gdańsk Chrome Sirens, who are playing in pale blue. Your first jam, two jammers we've seen a lot of today on the track. We have Magdazzle for the Madchix, and we have Kitty Knox for the Chrome Sirens. Let derby commence. Five seconds. Both jammers trying to take the inside. Magdazzle skates to the outside, but is forced out by Cruella de Snow. Finds herself well behind the pack. Kitty Knox also takes tumble to the outside and is recycled. Both jammers still yet to make it through. Magdazzle takes the lead jammer status. Kitty Knox not too far behind her. Magdazzle making a pass at the outside, trying to squeeze through. Successfully does so, calls off the jam. Madchix picking up 4 points there. Chrome Sirens managing to squeeze in 2 before the jam could be called. Our next jammers are Arch Ann for the Madchix and Amino Acid on the Gdańsk side. Amino Acid trying to take the outside, whereas Arch Ann comes around the inside and successfully passes through. Takes lead jammer status. Amino Acid still working against that strong Vratislavia wall before coming through the inside. Makes her break, but Arch Ann is already returning to the pack. Gracefully sneaks through, picks up 4 points. Right behind Amino Acid now. Arch Ann really using quite some speed. Amino Acid trying to force her way through the pack. Arch Ann just dodging the Gdańsk blockers. Looks like another 8 points picked up for the Madchix. 4 more picked up for Gdańsk, making our scores 12-6. We have Limit Break lining up to jam for Gdańsk. She'll be facing off against Magdazzle. Limit Break straight into the middle of the Madchix pack, knocking down one of their blockers. Magdazzle forcing her way through, not quite making it through though, caught on the inside, slightly recycled. Looks like Gdańsk have managed to take lead jammer. Magdazzle only just breaking out of the pack now. She's about 3/4 of a lap behind. Limit break trying to squeeze through the inside, fails. Follows up, trying to go to the outside, cuts into the inside, succeeds, calls off the jam. Presumably picking up 4 points there for the Chrome Sirens. Cruella de Snow taking up the jammer panty for Gdańsk. Looks like Swirly Seal will be jamming for the Madchix. She's only jammed a few times today. Swirly Seal trying to take the inside line. Cruella de Snow forcing her way through the middle of the pack successfully. Gets lead jammer status. Swirly Seal recycled, however. Swirly Seal not quite taking the outside line, but immediately cuts back onto the inside as the other skater is downed. A little bit of pirouetting there. Breaks out of the pack. Cruella de Snow trying to call off the jam, but gets a back block penalty, meaning that Swirly Seal has a power jam. We have 2 Madchix blockers in the penalty box right now. However, the remaining 2 will try and provide offense, trying to disrupt the Gdańsk defense, doing quite well in doing so, allowing Swirly Seal to come through and pick up another 4 points, growing the Madchix lead ever so slightly. Looks like Cruella de Snow is ready to rejoin the track, and she will do so around now. Swirly Seal skirting through, edged out ever so gently on the outside and being recycled. Cruella de Snow managing to pick up 4 points. And Cruella de Snow once again making her way around the outside cleanly, almost unopposed. Swirly Seal right behind her, also picking up 4 points. That is 8 points each so far this jam. Cruella gets a bit of a clonk there. Manages to stand right up. Cruella forced to the inside. Recycled there by Hellstalk, right as the jam ends. Looks like Gdańsk managed to squeeze an extra 2 points right at the end of that jam. That's 20 points to 20 on either side. Even scores. The audience cheers as the ref takes a tumble, as is tradition. Kitty Knox lining up to jam against Magdazzle. Magdazzle tries to come through the middle of the Gdańsk pack. Blockers not allowing her any ground. Kitty Knox, on the other hand, also struggling. Sneaky Lynx not letting her through on that inside line. Magdazzle takes lead jammer status. Kitty Knox still working hard on that pack, passing one blocker, another one going to the penalty bin. Both jammers trying to take the inside line. Magdazzle actually pushing Kitty Knox further into the outside. Magdazzle picking up 4 points in the process, and Kitty Knox now being free of the pack. Magdazzle flying around at quite some speed. A little bit of a juke there as she comes around the outside, tries to call off the jam. Squeezing some points in the process. Doesn't look like Gdańsk were quite quick enough. Eight points awarded to Madchix on that jam. Chrome Sirens not picking up any. That's 28 points to 20. Looks like we have Black Ryler jamming for the Madchix. Limit breaker for the Chrome Sirens. 2 red blockers in the penalty bin. They're at a significant disadvantage. Limit breaker immediately taking advantage, trying to take down the inside line, but not succeeding quickly enough. Black Ryler is instead our lead jammer. Limit breaker recycled by 77 Arch Ann. Black Ryler coming into the back of the pack as Limit breaker comes out the front. Big hit there from Black Ryler. Looks like she's just about made her way through. That'll pick her up 4 points. calls off the jam. Limit Breaker will not be able to pick up any points this jam. Limit Breaker apparently opting to jam again rather than accept the pivot panty. Looks like amino acid will be our pivot instead. Magdazzle is our Madchix jammer. Madchix still with only 3 blockers on the track. They'll try and hold Limit Break as far as she can. Magdazzle trying to take the outside, doesn't quite keep her feet in. Moves to the outside, succeeds with a little hop. A little bit of fancy footwork takes the lead status. Limit Break still being held back by 1013 Hellstalk. Slips through on the inside. Magdazzle now coming through, looking to score some points. Cuts through on the inside and calls off the jam, immediately preventing Limit Break from scoring. That's 4 points for the Madchix, raising their lead to 16 points. That's 36 points to 20. Cruella de Snow lining up to jam this time. She will be up against Black Ryler. And we appear to have an official timeout. And play can resume straight away. Kitty Knox positioning herself some immediate offense to allow Cruella de Snow through. Has not yet succeeded. She's pushed to the outside line. Black Ryler, on the other hand, is forcing her way through that pack, takes lead jammer status. Cruella de Snow pushing and pushing, but not making any ground. It's like Sneaky Lynx is keeping her in bounds. Eventually breaks away, but Black Ryler is already trying to fight her way through that pack. Succeeds, picks up points, calls off the jam. That's 4 more points for the Madchix. Gdańsk not yet. Well, failing to get lead in successive jams, slowing their point scoring ability down, with the Madchix being fairly diligent. Speaking of Madchix, Magdazzle once again up to jam against Gdańsk. Kitty Knox. Magdazzle skirting around the outside, then immediately to the inside and to the outside again. They're trying to shut her down, they don't succeed, she takes lead jam. Kitty Knox, on the other hand, is being pushed around by Starkiller. Slowly making her way through to escape. But Magdazzle is right behind her, immediately scoring 4 points. Kitty Knox knows that Magdazzle is right behind her. And, of course, Magdazzle calls off the jam. 4 points picked up by the Madchix. 0 picked up by Chrome Sirens. Looks like we have Limit Breaker again on to jam for Chrome Sirens. Madchix have 1 blocker in the penalty box. They'll be at a slight disadvantage this jam. Black Ryler on to jam for them. Kitty Knox once again taking an offensive position on that jam start, trying to disrupt the Madchix defense, allow Limit Breaker to get through. Black Ryler on the other hand on her own. And it looks like Limit Breaker has taken lead jammer. An opportunity now for Gdańsk to make some ground. Black Ryler not quite behind her, stumbles coming out of the pack, stumbles again as Limit Break comes back round. Big hit there, knocking Swirly Seal to her floor. Gets a gentle push there from one of her teammates, allowing her to break through to score 4 points before calling off the jam. 4 points for Chrome Sirens, bringing them up to 24 versus Madchix's 44. Limit breaker apparently coming back to jam for Sirens again alongside Magdazzle. But without that Kitty Knox offense. Magdazzle running straight into the back of Amino Acid and then trying to come through the inside. Carves her way through the middle of the blocking wall, takes lead jammer status. Limit breaker, on the other hand, grinding her way against Starkiller. Just not letting her through. Some one-on-one blocking there, courtesy of Medlife Crisis, but Magdazzle still gets through to pick up points. Limit breaker is right behind her. Tries to squeeze through on the outside, blocked by Medlife Crisis. Limit breaker comes into the back of the Vratislavian pack just as the jam is called off. Did not succeed in picking up any points. Madchix picking up 5 that jam, extending their lead so slightly. Kitty Knox up to jam again against a Black Ryler. That's Kitty Knox for Chrome Sirens. Black Ryler for the Madchix. Arch-Ann looking to make an offensive position against the Gdańsk wall. Black Ryler coming in hard against Cruella de Snow. Kitty Knox trying to come in through the inside. Failing to stay on her feet. Failing to pass the wall. Big hits there by Black Ryler. Looks like she is going to get a forearms penalty and be sent to the penalty box, giving the Chrome Silence and Kitty Knox a power jam situation. Starkiller will also be sent to the penalty box, leaving their blocking line, Madchix's blocking line, slightly undermanned. Kitty Knox cruising around the track, slides through the inside pretty much unopposed. It's a healthy 4 points. She's going to keep going. Madchix lose another blocker, Arch, and the penalty box. However, Black Ryler is now standing ready to rejoin the track as the jammer. Kitty Knox ducks through her own pack, takes a hit on Sneaky Lynx, passes her. Passes Swirly Seal, calls off the jam, picking up another 4 points. That jam very valuable there for the Chrome Sirens, bringing them up to 32 points in total. Still 17 points behind the Madchix with 5 minutes left to play in. Magdazzle lining up to jam again for the Madchix. Amino Acid jamming now for Gdańsk. A little bit of a wobble, but she's mostly through. Taken out, unfortunately, by her own pivot. Cruella does... No. Magdazzle, on the other hand, picks up a penalty, seemingly a backblock penalty, and joins 2 of her blockers in the penalty bin. Gives Gdańsk the opportunity, amply taken by Amino Acid. Slides around the outside almost unchallenged. The 2 remaining Madchix blockers doing their best, but they are surrounded by aggressive blue players right now, who are forcing them forwards, preventing them from forming a wall. Sneaky Lynx has rejoined the track, as has Magdazzle as the jammer, with both teams now at full strength. Amino Acid tries to skirt the outside. Amino Acid calls off the jam. Limit break finding her way onto the penalty box, alongside by what looks like Starkiller and Sneaky Lynx and Magdazzle. Magdazzle will be starting the penalty box as a jammer, meaning that Gdańsk have a power jam start. We have a brief official timeout here. Kitty Knox deep in conversation with her blocking line. She clearly has some strategy in mind. Just Swirly, Seal and Arch Ann blocking for Gdańsk, and it looks like a Limit Breaker has been allowed out of the penalty box to rejoin the Gdańsk lineup, meaning they will be at full strength. Our timeout continues. Seems to be related to penalty tracking. Bambi Daredevil there, making her way onto the stream just because she can. For those of you who have just joined us, you're watching the FAB SLAV Sevens Roller Derby Tournament live from Warsaw in Poland. 10 teams playing 17 21-minute games, each with a roster of 7 skaters. This game is to decide who's playing for 7th position. It looks like after our official timeout and official review, all of the Madchix blockers have been allowed to return to the track. However, Magdazzle will remain in the penalty box. So Kitty Knox still has the power jam start. And play will resume. Kitty Knox vying for that lead jammer position. She gets it. Both packs moving fairly quickly. Madchix no doubt playing for time to allow Magdazzle to return to the track. She is directly behind Kitty Knox. Kitty Knox tumbling as she meets the Madchix defense. Magdazzle passing through the pack cleanly. Kitty Knox will be looking for some quick points. She succeeds, calling off the jam immediately so that Magdazzle cannot pick up any points herself. Sirens earning another 4 points there, bringing the scores ever closer. Your scores as they currently stand is Madchix Roller Squad leading with 49 to Gdańsk Chrome Sirens 40 points. Only 9 points in this game. 2 minutes left on the clock. Everything still to play for. Your jammer for Gdańsk appears to be Cruella de Snow. And it looks like Brack Ryler for Madchix. Appear to have another timeout. As it currently stands, we have a blocker on either team currently in the penalty box, and either team at a significant advantage. Play has resumed. Cruella de Snow straight into the back of the Madchix, trying to fight her way through the inside, closely followed by Black Ryler. Cruella de Snow takes lead. Black Ryler fighting against Med-Life Crisis, but ever so slightly edging her out, making her way through. She's about half a lap behind Cruella de Snow. Cruella de Snow now sneaking away through the middle, pushes hard. Looks like she's called off the jam. May have failed, may have received a back block penalty. which means Black Ryla will be unopposed, and her attempt to call off the jam. Though apparently successful, means the end of that jam. We now have an official timeout likely to rectify that situation. Madchix using the opportunity for a team huddle. Quite the team huddle. Most of their skaters currently on the track. There is just 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the clock, so whatever happens next is bound to be important. Reminder, this is the 14th game we've had today. Both of these teams are competing for 7th place. Play will resume. Magdazzle easily skating through. Amino Acid taking a dive, doesn't even stop her. Looks like Cruella de Snow is in that penalty box at the beginning of this jam. She's going to remain there for some time, allowing Magdazzle some opportunity to score points. Magdazzle takes on Amino Acid, makes it through, picks up 4 points. Hellstalk giving the Gdańsk team a little bit of trouble before their jammer turns up. Timing not quite on his side. Magdazzle tries to make past Medlife Crisis. Slightly recycled behind Starbuck. Starbuck getting in the way, but not quite stopping her. Magdazzle past most blockers. Takes a slide. Ends up being recycled. Cruella de Snow working on the outside line, doesn't quite get through the Madchix group. Finds herself sent back again. Looks like Hellstalk has picked up a penalty towards the end of that jam. And that's the end of our game. Madchix picking up a massive 8 points on that last jam. Your final scores are Vratislavia Madchix playing in the red, 57 points. Gdańsk Chrome Sirens Roller Derby playing in the blue, 43 points. This means that Vratislavia Madchix will have finished 7th today at the FAB SLAV 7th Roller Derby tournament, and Gdańsk Chrome Sirens in 8th. Our next game, originally scheduled to start at 6:10, will resume shortly. There will be some delay as we're running slightly behind. And this game will be between Warsaw Hellcats and Roller Derby Brno Freak Show. This game aiming to decide the 5th place position for this tournament. Thank you for watching. We will resume shortly when play resumes.